What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with a well-slept Will Leahey. What's up, Will?
Yeah, Ninja, feeling good, well-rested. Got a lot of shut-eye last night. But before I went to sleep, I saw the news about Ippei, Shohei's former interpreter, is about to plead guilty. I figure we got our resident attorney here, Pitching Ninja. What do you think's going on here, Ninja?
Yeah, like this is what I said. We put out a video, I don't know, a few weeks ago where we talked about Ohtani, after consulting with his lawyers, you would not be accusing somebody of stealing from you publicly without having proof of that. Because if you did, there's defamation laws, there's malicious prosecution, you just wouldn't do it. And as an attorney, if I were advising him, there's no way I would have let him make that statement. So this comes as no surprise. The other thing I had mentioned is once you have the FBI involved, they have access to all computer records and everything. So they're able to tell the fact that Ippei changed Ohtani's settings on his bank account to not get updates when there were transactions happening. That's just what a fraudster would do. So again, they have the ability to get every electronic record, every record possible from this and know where they are at certain points in the day. Doesn't surprise me at all, but it's good to see Shohei's name cleared. Now on to some better stuff. We're going to do our whip around the league. I'm going to start out with Bobby Miller, who had 4 strikeouts and 4 innings, giving up 2 runs. He wasn't amazingly sharp, did have this 99-mile-an-hour elevated fastball, slider, and this beautiful front door changeup. But again, I like a guy who battles when he doesn't have his A-plus stuff. He faced Chris Paddock, who had 5 strikeouts and 4 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these heaters, including this 97-mile-an-hour fastball and this painted fastball, as well as this changeup. Lance Lynn had 6 strikeouts and 5 innings, giving up no earned runs, and he's looked really good. He had this fastball that, say, hitter drops the bat because it's freaking wet as hell out there, and had this nasty curveball and these sick cutters, which I thought was his best pitch on the day. He faced Aaron Nola, who had 3 strikeouts and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, had this fastball for a sword and knuckle curve. Tommy Henry had 6 strikeouts and 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, had this fastball, slider, and curveballs, and he faced Austin Gomber, who had 4 strikeouts and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, had this changeup for a sword, this knuckle curve, and slider. Jordan Hicks had 2 strikeouts and 6 innings, but only gave up 1 run, and his ERA for the season is now 1. So you're seeing some success out of this move to starting rotation and just laying off the velo a tiny bit. Hicks had this sweeper and then this other one that ended up in the opposite batter's box and got a swing. This is amazing. How often do you see that? And I'll show you why this happened in this overlay. You can see this overlay of a 2-seamer that runs back to the plate and that sweeper in the other batter's box. And you say, why, maybe you might swing at that pitch too. It's embarrassing, but understandable. He faced Patrick Corbin, who had 2 Ks and 5 2/3 innings, giving up 7 runs on 11 hits. He had this slider. Ryan Weathers had 1 K and 5 scoreless innings. He had this nasty sweeper. He faced Marcus Stroman, who had 7 strikeouts and 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, had this sinker, and then this sinker-cutter combo, where you can see how he tunnels that sinker and cutter perfectly. That sinker runs to the plate, forcing the hitter then to swing at a cutter in that same tunnel that's well off the plate. Cutter Crawford had 6 strikeouts and 5 innings, giving up 2 hits and no runs.
Yeah, and then they blew it.
That they did, Will. He had this painted fastball, these sweepers, and splitter. And I was impressed by Cutter Crawford's splitter. I kind of missed the news about him adding this splitter, and it's dirty. He faced Cole Irvin, who had 4 strikeouts and 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had this 2-seamer and curveball. Seth Lugo had 2 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this painted fastball and 3,160 RPM curveball. Zach Littell had 4 strikeouts and 4 1/3 innings. He had this fastball and splitter. And he faced Jose Soriano, who gave up a bunch of runs, but I thought his stuff was better than what the box score showed. His fastball was up to 100 miles an hour, and in these wicked breaking balls. Eric Fetty, ooh, baby, had 3 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 4 earned runs. He had these 2-seamers and sweeper. He faced Tanner Bybee, who had 2 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up an uncharacteristic 5 runs and had this changeup and slider. Cody Bradford was outstanding yesterday with 7 strikeouts and 6 2/3 innings, giving up no earned runs. He had this fastball, these sliders, and changeup, and he had 17 swings and misses yesterday. I believe that led the day. He faced Ross Stripling, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 6 earned runs, and had this fastball and changeup. Hunter Green went 6 innings with 9 Ks. Nice. Giving up 6 earned runs. Not nice. He had these fastballs and sliders, and he's one of the more frustrating pitchers on the planet because his stuff looks so good, but he's constantly giving up runs. And at some point, I know he's trying to introduce a splitter. I'd love to see him have more confidence with it. He only threw it a few times yesterday. It's obvious he's not that confident in it, but it will keep people off his fastball if he can land that pitch. He faced Wade Miley, who came in like a wrecking ball, but had no Ks in 4 innings, get up 1 run and 1 hit. So I don't have any video for him because he had no Ks, but let's just put his head on Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball. Dylan Cease had 7 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up no earned runs, and was brilliant yesterday. He had this elevated 98-mile-an-hour fastball, this knuckle curve for a sword, and these sliders. And he faced Kyle Hendricks, who was not brilliant yesterday, and 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 7 earned runs, and he now has a 12 ERA on the season. He had this sinker and changeup.
How do you like Cease in the brown pinstripes?
Dude, I like Cease in anything he wants to wear.
No, did he?
He kind of has that whole Freddie Mercury look. And when he's pitching, another one bites the dust pretty often. Logan Gilbert had 8 Ks in 7 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this 97-mile-an-hour heater, and I love this slow turn K strut he does. It's pretty awesome. And these sliders, and his best pitch of the game was this splitter, I thought, at 542 RPMs. Look at this. How slow the spin rate is and how nasty this pitch is. Logan Gilbert's splitter is basically like Kodai Senga's Ghost Fork. He actually copied Senga's Ghost Fork grip that he got from this channel. Yusei Kikuchi went 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Gave up 1 run, and he was brilliant. He had these fastballs, sliders, and changeup. I love this combo of this changeup below the zone that as a hitter you're going to take. And then what does Kikuchi do? He follows it up with a fastball in that same tunnel that as a hitter you're giving up on because you think it's another changeup, but it's a fastball and catches the zone, and you're going back to the bench. Now into my filthiest relievers. Keegan Aiken had these fastballs and sliders and picked up 4 Ks in 2 innings. Pete Fairbanks had these sliders, and Ron Washington lost his mind here. These pitches actually were probably in the zone. They basically caught the zone barely. I understand a manager losing his mind. He has to protect his players. But if we go to a robo challenge system, these things are strikes. Michael Grove had these sliders and picked up 4 Ks in 2 1/3 innings. Griffin Jacks had this fastball and sweepers. Craig Kimbrell had these heaters. Zach Thompson had a White Castle special. Mike Bauman K'd the side with his fastball and knuckle curves. And Jimmy Garcia set a career high with this 99.8-mile-an-hour fastball and this nasty slider. My top 5 pitches for the day. At number 5, I'm going with Ryne Stanek for his 100-mile-an-hour fastball and this splitter. At number 4, I'm going with Yusei Kikuchi, who I thought was really good yesterday. Just any of his pitches. Pick one. At number 3, I'm going with this Logan Gilbert splitter. I mean, that low spin rate on this pitch makes it really unpredictable and just flat out nasty. Number 2 is this Jordan Hicks sweeper in the other batter's box, right in the middle of the other batter's box, getting a swing. And at number 1, we have Brennan Bernardino's breaking ball to the knee. This is almost a literal breaking balls because it's about a foot from Santander's nuts. I did this overlay to show why you might swing at a ball that almost hits you in the nads. Here's a sinker in that breaking ball, and you can see how well they tunnel. Sinker catches a plate pretty much in the middle of the zone. And that breaking ball does not catch the plate. It catches some thigh. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. You may be losing 7-2, but you still have a reason to cheer for your team because you can win free pizza, as these Reds fans do, with the 11th strikeout of the game for the Reds.
Cowabunga, pizza for all.
My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start with John Gray for 6Ks or more, then take Grayson Rodriguez for 6Ks or more, top it off with Jared Jones for 6Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?